You look at a colleague, you look at them like this, and you feel like you don't love them because you hate yourself. They ask you, what did they do to you? Say, I don't know, there is nothing. But just because you hate yourself, you are not happy inside. So even though you look at the people, you do not love them just because you hate oneself. Why is he doing this on his own accord? He's speaking without stopping. Just because you hate yourself, all the bad thoughts you've been getting come from your hatred. You do not have peace in your heart. Even if a person passes you, why is he moving like that? Why is he moving like that? We are even just because you don't have peace. Some of you, even if a person sympathizes, you said feel angry. Just because you're inside, you don't have joy. There is no peace inside. You find a person driving, they don't have peace. They already hate themselves. It means the enemy. Everything that is always in us, it is important in our lives. So there are things that the enemy snatches away from us. We stay there thinking we are fine, yet they've already snatched away. The enemy can steal your joy away from you. That even if you want to rejoice, you cannot. That even if you want to really laugh, you cannot. That even if you want to seriously laugh, you cannot. But you laugh for the sake. You just laugh. Some people play the music, yet you're not dancing. It is out of pretense. The people are always there in pretense. For it to dawn to morning to evening, till the time I die. Who is with me? What takes away our freedom sometimes? You would say that it's maybe too much responsibility, or maybe that too much needs. But you could be having money that you can clear up all the bills, that you have the house, you constructed the home, you're driving the car, your children go to good schools, you eat whatever you want, that your account is filled up with money. It is always having 200 million and above. And they will find you crying. And they find you crying that you don't have peace. Yet you have the capability to get up for the minute. You can buy what you want. You can drive the type of car you want. You can do anything. That some of you can go abroad at any time. But you bought the plane and you go crying. You're counting your dollars but with tears. Chebayita mirembe waliwo si muntu waliwo omulaba akirwanyisa munda mitima gyaffe. There is an enemy who fights against peace in our hearts. Waliwo omulaba akola ki akirwanyisa. There is an enemy who fights against the peace. Olunaku lwolikera ng'owulira emirembe. The day you wake up feeling at peace, oliwulira ng'ensi yonna yiyo. You feel like the whole world is yours. Oliwulira nga buli kimu okisobola. You feel like you're able to do each and everything. Osobola okibeera. You feel like you're able to become anything. Ago ge mazima. That's the truth. Olunaku lwokera nga owulira emirembe. The day you wake up feeling at peace, owulira bulungi. You feel really good. That you feel you love the people. You feel like you love, you want to help. Every ingredient that has got to help the people has got to come from peace. buli kirungo kyonna ekigenda okugasa abantu kirina kuva mu mirembe.
Has got to come from peace.
Mirembe.
It is peace.
Pulani ennungi zonna
all the good
zirina kuva mu mirembe.
have got to come from peace.
Bw'oba tolina mirembe,
if you're not at peace,
tosobola kwekkiririzaamu.
you can't believe in yourself.
Tosobola kweyagala.
You can't enjoy yourself.
Kale ekintu ekyo,
so that thing,
bw'oba tokigenze buziba kirowoozaako,
if you don't go deep into
oyinza
thinking about
obutamanya makulu gaakyo.
you might not know its
Naye
relevance.
emirembe
But peace
mpagi y'amaanyi nnyo
is
mu
such a
bulamu
big
bwaffe.
pillar in our lives.
Emirembe mpagi y'amaanyi nnyo mu bulamu bwaffe.
Is a very big pillar in our lives.
Ate nze mmanyi
And I know
lwaki abo tebalina mirembe.
why the people don't have peace.
Lwakuba bakyawa Katonda.
It's just because they hate God.
Kibanga omwana
It's just like a child
bw'onaakyawa bazadde bo
can hate the parents,
nga bakuza bulungi,
yet they
nga
naturally well to
baakulabirira,
growth. They took
nga
care of you.
baakwagala okuva mu buto,
They loved you from your
ne
childhood.
bakubeererawo nga bazadde bo,
They were there on your behalf when they were your
N'okula,
parents. So you grow up
n'obakyawa.
and you hate them.
N'otambula
You move.
n'ogenda eri ensi.
You go to the world.
Osobola ofuna ssente,
You might get money.
osobola ofuna ky'oyagala,
You can get
naye
whatever
oba
you want.
okaaba
But sometimes you cry
olw'abazadde bali
because of the
be
parents
walumya,
that you have.
ate nga baakulera
Yet
bulungi.
they gave good nature to you.
Tuli ffenna?
Are we
Ate
together?
nga baakulera ki bulungi.
They took very good care of you.
Era obeera eyo nga wazaawa,
And you were always there as
Nga
one of
tokyalina
children.
kika.
That you no longer have a
Tokyalina
village.
wammwe.
You have no place to
ng'abazadde
go.
waba weeyonoona.
Because you spoiled oneself.
Era obeera eyo ng'okaaba.
And you always stay there crying.
Obeera eyo ng'okaaba
You stay there
nga tolina
crying
mirembe
without peace
kubanga wakosa bazadde bo.
just because you hurt your parents.
Kale ensi
So the world
oba abantu
or the
baava
people
Katonda,
forsook God.
baaleka Katonda.
They forsook God.
Katonda y'ensibuko ya buli kirungi kyonna kye tuyina okuba nakyo.
God is the origin of every good thing that we must have.
Y'ensibuko ya buli kirungi kyonna kye tuyina okuba nakyo.
He's the origin of every good thing that we must have.
Kiddamu,
I repeat,
Katonda
God
y'ensibuko ya buli kirungi
is the origin of every good
kyonna
thing
ky'olina okuba nakyo.
that you must have.
Tosobola kuba ng'oyagala nnyo Katonda
It's impossible for one to be loving God so much
ne weekyawa.
and you hate oneself.
Tosobola kuba ng'oyagala nnyo Katonda
It's impossible for one to be loving God so
n'okyawa
much
abantu.
and you hate others. It's
Tosobola kuba ng'oyagala nnyo Katonda
impossible for one to be loving God
n'okwaka
so much
emirembe.
and you lack peace.
Kubanga kuli okumwagala kw'oba nakwo mu mutima gw'oyagala.
The love you have for
Yeyo
God,
kiwummulo
He is rest
era ye mirembe.
and He is peace.
Bw'obanga omwagala
If you love Him,
tagenda kukkiriza mutima gwo
He will not allow your
kubeera
heart,
nga gubonaabona
Your heart to
obanga
suffer.
gulimu
your
obuyinike.
heart to be filled with agony.
Ebbanja lye tulina ffenna
That debt we all have.
tetusobola kuba na kwagala bantu bannaffe nga tetwagadde Katonda.
It's impossible to love our fellow beings if you
Ekyo
don't
oba
love
weerimba.
God. In so doing, you're deceiving
Bw'okimanyi abantu
oneself.
bakyawa n'abaana baabwe.
Do you know that people hate their own children?
Maama
A mother
yazaala abaana
who gave
nga
birth to children,
tabaagala.
that the mother doesn't love the child or the children.
Kubanga okwagala kwa Katonda tekuli mu ye.
Just because God is love is not in that mother.
Taata nga yazaala abaana nga tabaagala.
A father who gives birth to children,
Kubanga okwagala kwa Katonda nga tekuli mu ye.
because God is love is not in him.
Nina akantu kembikkulirwa nno.
There's something I'm getting revealed to.
Kitegeeza buli kituufu kyonna kye tulina okukola
It means every good right thing we're supposed to do,
tulina kikola nga tukijja ku Katonda.
we have to emulate from God.
Simanyi oba waliwo omuntu ategeera.
Does anyone understand?
Kitegeeza
It means
bw'okyawa Katonda
if you hate
ne
God,
by'olaba ng'ebituufu nga si
even what
bituufu.
seems to be right is never
Osobola
right.
okugaba naye ng'ogaba just.
You can be generous by in vain.
Osobola okuseka naye nga toseka.
You can laugh yet not.
Osobola okwebaka naye nga teweebaka.
You can sleep yet not.
Naye nga bakola bagamba weebase.
Yet the people who see you think you're
Naye
sleeping.
nga eri
But when you're sleeping, you're not seriously sleeping. You get bad dreams. You spend the night fighting. When you wake up, I thought I was gone. It means we have duplicated things. There are things we think that we have, yet they are fake. Have you that you have a fake smile? You smile but not. Even the love you have at your home is a fake one. You cannot even truly love your husband if you don't love God. You can't really love your wife if you don't love God. You cannot even enjoy if you don't love God. You just force yourself. Let me do it for the sake. Are you with me? How many people are with me? You just do it so that it gets to be done. Brethren, love God truly, and He will make you into a true person, that you will always truly rejoice, that you will always honestly smile, that you will live a true life, that you will truly love others, and you will truly enjoy life. Not this business of dancing when you hear the music play. You go to comedy shows and yet you're not laughing. What shows that you're not laughing? In 10 minutes you go back to tears. Who is with me? God is the origin of joy, and He's the origin of peace, and He's the origin of that true life. One day I was asking myself, I said, but God, how does He benefit if the world hates Him? How does He benefit if the people hate Him? I've gotten to know why He benefits from. Says, leave them to hate. But also me, let me leave them to be alive. But they will always be fed up of life, because I'm not into that life. So let them say that they will cry, hate themselves, let them feel sad, let them stay there without peace, because they forsook me. That is it. They will affirm that I am God. Let me leave them. Let me leave them. So you move nowhere that you were good enough. Yet God is the same. Says you're free to do whatever you want. You begin to cry. You always cry. You drive push cars. You've constructed, but then you cry. You have the name, but then you're crying. Are we together? You have the name but you cry. You have the money but with tears, without peace. What shows me that I'm the right path? There are people that and they think they are better than me. I have my peace. Even though I want to stress myself, I find myself not stressed. So there's something you say. No. Because you're like this. No. Because sometimes you always have money. Have ever tested each and everything? You could be not having money, not even a coin. But even if you want to worry, that you cannot worry. That you have to hate yourself. Because that's what you love, and that is God.
agamba bw'ati.
This is what he says.
Totya.
That don't be afraid.
Bisoboka.
Things are possible.
Weeraliikirira biki?
Bisoboka. Things are possible. You will get them.
Nja kusobozesa.
I will enable you.
Ne bw'oyagala onakuwale.
That even if you want to face it, he says no. I am with you. You get to begin to smile, begin to feel happy.
Wali obaddeko mu kigambo.
Have you ever dealt in the word?
Bw'obeera mu kigambo.
If you're abiding in the word, you move.
Ng'owulira ensi yonna yiyo.
Feeling like the whole world is yours.
Ng'owulira walidde dda yadde tonnalya.
Feeling like you've already eaten yet not.
Wuliriza. Ng'owulira walidde dda nga yadde tonnakola ki? Tonnalya.
Feeling like you've already eaten yet you haven't.
Otambula ng'ogenda okukola.
You move while going to work. Feeling in your heart that you're going to get money.
Simanyi oba ofuna.
Do you get me?
Bw'oyagala Katonda.
The moment you love God.
Ayina ebintu byatagenda kukkiriza kulowooza
oba
kweraliikirira oba okuggwebwako emirembe.
He will not allow you to lack peace.
Ne bw'oyagala gwe kennyini obeera ogambe bannange.
That even if you want to go into the kind of situation.
Akuyita emabega n'olyanga eddoboozi ligamba tofaayo ndi wamu naawe. Tofaayo ndi wamu naawe. Ebyo byeweraliikirira bijja kusoboka. Ogenda kufuna ssente, ogenda kubeera bwoti, ogenda kubeera bwoti. N'owulira ng'osanyuse ne wabikka kikunta ne weebaka ne bukya n'ogenda era n'aggabirira.
And still he provides for you.
Are
we together, brethren?
Kubanga wayagala ow'amaanyi.
Because you love
wayagala muzaddewo.
Because you love the
wayagala Katonda.
And you love the
era enjawulo gy'ogenda okubeera nayo ku bantu abalala.
That's the difference you will be from the other people.
Yenjawulo gy'olina okubeera nayo ku bantu abalala.
It's the difference you must have from the other people.
Weewulira nga weekyawa.
Once you feel yourself like you're hating yourself.
Okwagalako ne Katonda. Weekebere oyagala Katonda.
Check your relationship with God. Do you love him?
Oyagala Katonda.
Do you love God?
Katonda okumwagala kubanga oli bw'anaagamba kankwateko mu masannyalaze.
Loving God is like tapping into the current.
Kankwateko mu masannyalaze gano.
Let me tap into this current. So you get
shocked.
So loving God.
Oba tappinga.
It means you're tapping into
mu birungi byonna.
In all the good things.
Ontegedde okwagala Katonda obeera otappinga mu birungi byonna.
It means you're tapping into all the good things.
Emirembe,
the peace,
omukisa,
the blessing,
amaanyi ag'obuntu,
the kind of strength,
emirembe mu mutima,
the peace,
obutalwalawala.
not easily falling sick.
Buli bw'oyagala Katonda oba otappinga mu birungi bye.
It means you're tapping into his goodness.
Oba otappinga mu ki? Mu birungi bye.
It means
once
you hate him,
eri ebirungi bye,
you fall out of his goodness.
Noddawa.
And where do you go?
Nodda eri ebikolimo.
You go to where curses are.
Nodda eri ki? Eri ebikolimo.
You go to
bye weeteereddewo.
the curses you've created on your own.
Olw'okukyawa Katonda.
For hating God.
Kati bw'omuvaako noddawa.
So anyway, when you forsake God, where do you go?
Kitegeeza otunula walala.
It means you're focusing somewhere else.
Otunula walala.
The one who was focusing on
God. Abadde oyagala ebirala.
The one who was
ate ebirala nga tebirina bulamu.
And the other things don't have life. Money
tezirina bulamu buli gwe bw'oyagala.
Doesn't have the life you want.
Mpapula.
They are papers, and you will have them. But you will still cry. You will have them. And you still get them. You will have them. But still without peace.
Omusajja omulungi ojja kuba naye
era
obulwa emirembe. Omukyala omulungi ojja kuba naye era obulwa emirembe. Kubanga byonna ebyo si yensibuko y'essanyu ku nsi.
It's not the origin of joy on earth. All that.
Si yensibuko y'emirembe ku nsi.
It's not the origin of peace on
ensibuko y'emirembe.
The origin of peace and joy
n'obulamu obulungi
and good life
ye Katonda.
is God.
obulamu obulungi obumanyi nga tugyeko obwa ssente.
Do you know good life apart from money?
Ye muntu okuba ng'oli mulamu.
It's for a person to be alive.
Tolwala.
That you don't easily fall sick.
Ng'olina emirembe.
With peace.
Era ng'oli musanyufu.
And when you are happy.
Bwe busooka okuba obulamu obulungi.
That is the first good life.
Ng'olina eddembe.
That you have the peace.
Era ng'oli musanyufu.
And when you are happy.
Nga tolwala.
That you don't easily fall sick.
Bwe bayita obulamu obulungi ssebo.
That is what we call good life.
Osanga oli ng'alina buli kimu.
You find a person with everything. They have what you admire. And they tell you,
obulamu bwange bubi.
My life is in a mess.
Ndwala.
I fall sick.
Sina mirembe.
I'm not at peace.
Sebaka.
I don't sleep.
Nsula ntunula.
I don't enjoy my soul.
Ndi mulamu obubi.
I'm leading a bad life. Even though you admire me.
Ngali mulamu ki? Obubi.
Because they're leading a bad life. That he's bewitched and the witchcraft reaches out to them.
Kati obulamu obulungi.
So the good life
yego okubanga oli mulamu ebyaddala.
For you to be truly alive.
Nga munda mu ggwe waliyo emirembe.
There is peace inside of you. And you are happy.
Nga weeyagala n'obulamu bwo.
With your life.
Ng'oli musanyufu n'obulamu bwo. Ng'olina emirembe.
That you have the peace.
Munda.
Inside.
Sigamba gireetebwa ssente.
I'm not talking about the peace that comes from
money. Obutonde.
But the peace
egiva ku Katonda.
The peace from God.
Kye bayita mirembe.
What we call peace
ye Katonda.
Is God.
Kye bayita ssanyu ettuufu ye Katonda.
Is God.
Kye bayita bulamu obutuufu ye Katonda.
Is God.
Sigamba ono Katonda eyasanya obulamu bw'abantu mu bitabo.
I'm not talking about the God who destroyed people's lives in the books.
Sigamba oyo Katonda gwe mugamba oyamalako abalala emirembe.
I'm not talking about the God who makes other people lack peace.
Tosobola kubanga oli mu bisibo bikalakata nnaku ana nnaku 10 n'ogamba oyina eddembe.
Because you can't claim to be fasting for 40 days and so on and you think that you have peace.
Kubanga teri asiba enjala n'etamuluma.
For nobody fasts and they don't feel hungry.
Enjala weekuluma.
The moment you feel hungry,
you
get hurt.
Are
we together?
Kale ensibuko y'emirembe n'essanyu si ssente wabula ye Katonda.
The origin of peace and
ensibuko y'emirembe n'essanyu eryaddala si ssente wabula ye Katonda.
Origin of peace and joy is not money but God.
Kiddamu ensibuko y'emirembe n'essanyu si ssente wabula ye Katonda.
But it is God.
Ekyo kitwale.
Take that.
Yensibuko y'emirembe n'essanyu.
God is the origin of peace and joy.
Tolyebaka bulungi n'owummula.
You never sleep well and have rest.
Tali naawe.
If God is not with you.
Tolyeyagala.
You never enjoy oneself in this world. If God is not with you.
Tolisanyuka lya ddala mu nsi muno nga Katonda tali naawe obanga tomwagala.
If God is not with you or if you do not love God,
wherever you
try to do, that is the truth. Once you love God,
alikweragiranga mu ddoboozi lye, anaayogeranga naawe, anaabawonyanga mulwadde, anaawummuzanga omutima gwo, anaakuwanguzanga ebizibu, anaakuwanguzanga abalala. Bw'onaamwagala bingi by'ogenda okuwangula okuva mu kumwagala.
You're going to overcome out of loving God.
Toddamu kukulembeza ebyo by'obadde okulembeza. Ekigambo kibeera bwe kiti.
This is the word of
God.
The moment you learn, once you
learn,
go back home. Practice what you've learned. Tell yourself, money has been giving me so much. Have been causing but today, my God will always lead. Telling it to yourself after the service. Like the way I tell you, and they write their homework. When you go back home, go and do your homework. Tell yourself,
nkifunde olw'ensonga mbadde saagala Katonda
because I didn't love God.
Nti okiyige
Then learn it.
Era okisse mu nkola otandike okwagala Katonda
begin to love God as an individual.
Okyeteekamu
putting it into yourself as an individual.
Ensi zonna zisinze Katonda, amawanga gasinze Katonda.